All right, in today's video, I want to show you how I built a dashboard for my team and I to view our cold email stats just using three tools. In this case, we're using Notion as the database, we're using Instantly as our email sending platform, and then we're creating this workflow using make.com. So as you can see just from the make workflow, this is going to be a pretty straightforward walkthrough. So what you want to do is you want to have a database where you're tracking everything, right? So I'm just going to open this up. So as you can see, this right now, if you're not familiar with Notion, in any page, if I go on customize layout, you'll see you have the option to add a new tab. Now, when you click on add a new tab, you can select any of the connected databases to that page to showcase, right? So I have another database in this case called, where is it? Campaign Analytics. I'm not going to click on it because there's a lot of sensitive data in there for our clients. However, what I will show you is just how to create something like this. This is mainly, obviously, if you're a big Notion user, you're going to get value out of this video. If not, you probably didn't even click on this. But look how simple this is. So in make.com, which I can include, by the way, the workflow in the description, you want to first start with, one second, I need to sneeze so bad. One sec. Another one. My God. I am sorry. I just made you go deaf. But the first thing you want to do is you want to build this HTTP node where what this is doing, and I'm going to remove my API key to show you. So one sec. You're using this endpoint, right, to capture the data that I'm about to show you. It's a get method. You put your API key here, and then you run it, okay? So for me, I'm having this automation run once a day because I really want to be on top of our analytics. Then the next thing we're using is an iterator. The reason why we're using an iterator is because we're getting a lot of data that we need to segment, right? That's what an iterator is used for. Then we are searching our Notion workspace. So let me just show you. Basically, we're saying, so part of the output that you get in the payload is a campaign ID, right? So we're saying this campaign ID, which we are tracking in here, right? Every campaign has a unique ID. We're asking make, does this exist in Notion? And then we're routing the data. If it does exist, that means we already have the campaign. So if page is found, we have to update the campaign. If page is not found, so this is a brand new campaign, you guessed it, we're creating a brand new campaign. So now, both of these modules are like basically the same, or one is creating, one is updating, but like the data inside is going to be the same. So I'm going to show you. We're mapping out the campaign name. Obviously, a campaign has a unique name. We're mapping out how many new leads are contacted. Everything in green is from the iterator, but I mean, technically it came from Instantly, just if you're new to Make and you're a bit confused what is going on. Let me just wait for this to load. Okay. We're tracking how many total replies are. Obviously, the campaign ID is super important because we need to use that to figure out what the campaign is, how many opportunities, total emails sent, and so on and so on. Now, you're probably asking, why am I doing this if in Instantly I already see my analytics, right? And I'll tell you why. Because there are some stuff in here that, there's a lot of stuff that I'm interested in that Instantly doesn't show, but also the beauty of Notion, if you ask me, is the fact that everything is centralized, or at least it can be. So I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I've added in here that I care about a lot that unfortunately right now Instantly's dashboard doesn't show. So total leads, okay, we can see that, and Instantly opportunities, we can see that, but we can't see the positive reply ratio. And the way we did that is by writing a formula. Now, I am not smart enough or enough of a Notion expert to come up with this logic. I simply used ChatGPT. I explained to it what I needed, and it did it. Now, as of today, I woke up and I saw this update that Notion added this edit formula option, which looks amazing. I haven't tested it out. But in theory, you're supposed to be able to write in plain English what you're looking for. And then Notion, because Notion, they have their own, for the lack of a better term, coding language for their platform. But essentially what I'm asking it to do here is to take the total number of leads contacted and divided by interested leads. If you're new to cold email, what this does is it allows me to get a good idea of how good my campaign is performing. So most people that run cold emails, they say that they see 1 lead for every 300 leads contacted. So as you can see, we are absolutely printing, and we're getting a lot of replies in respect to how many people we're contacting, right? Because if I tell you I got 1,000 people to reply to me, but I sent 10 million emails, that's not a good campaign, right? So that's why I like to track this data. The second thing is leads remaining. This is also really big. I want to know if a campaign is doing really well, if there aren't a lot of leads remaining, because then I can just go ahead and add more leads into it if there's a larger TAM. TAM is total addressable market for me to scrape, right? So the logic here is really simple. I'm looking at total leads minus completed leads. Completed leads means leads that have already went through the entire funnel. For us, the entire funnel is just a 2 touch point, max 3 touch point sequence, right? Then completed leads, I actually just explained it. Contacted leads. So contacted leads and completed leads are different, because if I have 3 touch point sequence, but I message you once, you count as a contacted lead. Then bounce rate, this one, I don't believe actually instantly has a way to track that with the campaign analytics. I could be, let me double check. Where do you see this? Anyways, let me just keep going, because it's very simple to calculate as well. Oh yeah, because we do track the total bounce. I'm sorry, yeah, I just want to see the percentage. So then I wrote a formula that says if like it's all good, check mark. If something I need to be cautious of, put a red alert sign, which these two, by the way, just so you know why these are in red. And this was actually a good lesson for me to go through. In our website, we have this lead magnet, so you can enter your work email. And what I'm noticing is a lot of people love to enter wrong emails in here, which has significantly impacted our deliverability rate. So that was actually a good lesson for me to go through. Status, I actually have an automation here because Instantly's API, if I remember the logic correctly, is like if it's 1, that means it's in progress. If it's 0, it means it hasn't launched, and 3, I think it's completed, something like that. But yeah, that is really, like, it's really that simple. I also have, as you can see, a filter here that like I only want to see campaigns in status. I don't want to see campaigns that are not in status, because I just want to be able to know, not in status, sorry, in progress, because I just want to be able to know what's being launched, and I want to be able to quickly glance on where things are at. Now, what's also really cool about Notion is it allows you to build dashboards. So like this is another dashboard I was trying to play around with, where I want to see which campaign has gotten us the most amount of leads, so I can quickly glance that like that from here. And again, guys, the idea is that I just want to try to build a one-stop shop for myself and my team to be able to view everything. And honestly, Notion has only gotten better. I'm going to be posting a lot more videos about how I'm using Notion to do client fulfillment work and how I'm growing the agency. So if you want to check those out, you can either go on my YouTube channel and search Notion, or I'm probably going to link some videos down below. Like I mentioned, I'm going to link down below the blueprint of this. It's so straightforward, guys. It's so simple to do. If you have questions on how to set up in detail like these kind of views, drop a comment down below, because like this video is, I can see already almost like at 10 minutes, so I don't want to make it any longer. I just wanted to give you guys like a starting point that you can, if you don't like a certain tool's like statistics or what like they track, you have the ability to manipulate it. And like for me, again, positive reply ratio, leads remaining, and bounce rate, I care about a lot, and I want to be able to view them, and I can view them so easily here. And again, now I can even build further automation. So now I can build an automation that says, if positive reply ratio is 1 to 200 or less, and leads remaining is less than 500, create a task for my team, which I'm just realizing I should probably do, because I haven't done that yet. But yeah, that's the video. If you haven't checked us out already, so One Away is an agency that I founded almost 3 years ago. Our bread and butter is sending out cold emails at scale for B2B tech companies. We happen to be one of the few Clay studio partners, and also an Instantly partner as well. So if you're looking for help with your cold email growth, any of these kind of like workflows in relation to growth, feel free to reach out or visit our website and book a call with one of our team members. Okay, thank you. Ciao. Bye.